Bitcoin has just rocketed up above $28,000, and many believe this is due to a lot of newbies entering the market because of all those Christmas conversations about Bitcoin making everybody rich. So today, it seems like a perfect time to be walking you through how to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course, those crazy altcoins that everyone's talking about. But if you're new to crypto, you probably have no idea how to get your hands on them. So today, we're going to walk you through how you can get your hands on Bitcoin, how you can get your hands on Ethereum, and then how you can enter the deep end of the pool and start purchasing altcoins. So if you guys are excited for this step-by-step walkthrough on how to invest in crypto from complete beginner to totally advanced, then hit that like button and remember that, as always, each and every comment on this video will be entered to win your very own hardware wallet. If you're new to crypto, a hardware wallet is the most secure way to store your cryptocurrency. If you guys are new to crypto and new to this channel, my name's Elliot, and this channel is called Elliot Trades. And we regularly teach you how to find the most undervalued opportunities in the crypto space. A lot of times, though, those opportunities are in brand new or undiscovered altcoins, so they're going to be a little bit harder to find than Bitcoin. But let's start at the beginning and talk about how you can first buy your first Bitcoin. Now, if you're looking to buy your first Bitcoin, one of the easiest things you can do in the whole world is just buy it on the Cash App. The Cash App is available on any app store, and it's run by Twitter's Jack Dorsey and his other company, Square. Cash App has exploded of recent because of its simple and easy way that you can buy Bitcoin. But you should note here that you can only buy Bitcoin on Cash App. So if you're looking for an exchange that has a bit more options, you could try something else. I personally think the best option is Kraken. Kraken, for United States residents, is a really easy to use, high quality exchange. And if you want to get set up, there'll be a link to Kraken in the description of this video, and you'll go up to create account. So easy to buy Bitcoin on Kraken that even Alba here could do it. Isn't that right, Alba? No matter which exchange you sign up with, you're going to have to give them some personal information. This is mostly to track you for tax purposes. Yes, everything that you do here in crypto land comes with tax implications. So if you make some money, understand that you're going to have to figure out how to report it, and we'll cover that kind of stuff on a different episode. Gemini is another really solid exchange, and to be honest, I prefer Kraken and Gemini over any others for the United States customer. There's also Coinbase, which was sort of the Coca-Cola of crypto exchanges here in the United States. But as they've gotten bigger, even though it's a really simple and easy to use exchange, they have the absolute worst customer service of any exchange in the business. They're very famous for freezing accounts and absolutely providing no information to the customer as to why they did it. Both Kraken and Gemini have fantastic customer service, and you can get a hold of a real human in a very short amount of time to help resolve whatever issues you might be having. So for that reason, I significantly prefer Kraken and Gemini to Coinbase. But once you're into Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini or Cash App, it's pretty simple to connect your source for funding and buy your first Bitcoin. Now, if you're wondering exactly when or what price you should buy Bitcoin at, the truth is that over a long enough period of time, most Bitcoin believers like myself believe that you will be in profits if you simply hold the asset for a long enough period of time. Especially in a bull market, the likelihood that Bitcoin will appreciate is significantly higher than in a bear market. Obviously, the best time to buy Bitcoin was when it was $1, but the second best time is right now. That's an old saying in the cryptocurrency community because 100% of the time, Bitcoin has eventually broken its previous highs and continued to appreciate. It's still a very young asset, and for many believers like myself, we consider it the future native currency of the internet, essentially the wealth mechanism native to the internet. It's a first of its kind innovation, and it's going to change the world for the better. Again, the best way to invest in Bitcoin is just to buy it, forget about it, and do absolutely nothing. If you're looking to get more active, a really easy strategy is to set a recurring buy for Bitcoin every week, every month, whatever you feel comfortable with. That way, if the market goes up, you end up growing your portfolio. If the market goes down, however, you end up saving some money for that next buy so you can get a lower price and bring down your average cost of your Bitcoin. So in the future, if it goes up, you make more money. Again, none of this is financial advice. These are just simple things that you can do. And on many exchanges, you can set up recurring Bitcoin buys. Now let's move on to phase 2, which is Ethereum. Many exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, or Kraken will allow you to buy Ethereum as well with US dollars. Now, unlike Bitcoin, which is essentially internet money, it's internet wealth, Ethereum is actually the internet of money. Ethereum allows you to create applications, like Uber or Airbnb, except they allow you to build them on decentralized infrastructure, meaning instead of running your application on some server at Amazon or some server at Google, what you're actually doing is running it on servers that are split up around the world, and anyone can participate in this decentralized computing network. Ethereum is much like the internet itself, and what can be built on Ethereum is very, very powerful, much more powerful than what can be built on Bitcoin. In order to use the Ethereum network, you need ETH or Ether, which is the native currency of Ethereum. And that's why this token is always in demand, because these products and services that people build on Ethereum require you to have Ethereum to use them. For that reason, a lot of cryptocurrency investors value the Ethereum token almost as much as they value Bitcoin. Ethereum is absolutely the second coin that you should be looking at if you're a brand new participant to the space. Now, finally, it's time to talk about altcoins. And in order for me to explain to you how you can start investing in altcoins, I need to educate you a little bit on how everything works. I need to educate you on how coins work, how they're measured, where you can look up information about coins, where coins are typically traded, and how you can store and manage your coins once you leave the walled garden that is these exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, and Cash App. In order to invest in altcoins, you need to jump into the deep end of the pool here. And when you do this, you need to understand that there are many and varied risks that come with investing in altcoins. You're now in the wild, wild west, and all of the protections that you're given while you're on Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini end up dropping away, and you have to learn to protect yourself. So the first thing I'd recommend you do is use the Brave browser. Now, the Brave browser is just like Google Chrome, but essentially they don't keep and store any information on you. I'll have a link to where you can download Brave in the description of this video. But once you have Brave browser, you'll want to install something called MetaMask. And the process for this is the exact same on Google Chrome. So if you want to stay on Google Chrome, that's totally fine. You can do this exact thing on Google Chrome. What you'll want to do is go to the Chrome Web Store and type in MetaMask, and make sure that you're using MetaMask that's being offered by MetaMask.io. There are fake MetaMasks out there. Again, this is one of your first tastes of how you're now in the deep end here in the wild, wild west. People are going to try to scam you in the world of crypto. And you need to constantly be worried that that's going to happen, and constantly be aware of the links you click and where you navigate. But once you go and you find the MetaMask extension, which I will link in the description of this video, you can simply add it to Brave, or if you're on Chrome, you can add it to Chrome. Once you add the extension, it'll have you get started here. For those who already have a wallet, you can import one, but I'm guessing on this video that you'd like to create a fresh one. So let's start from square zero here and create a wallet. So here you need to agree to their terms of service. You need to understand that MetaMask will always allow you to opt out via settings, anonymized click and page view events, and they will never ask you to collect your keys, addresses, transactions, balances, hashes, or any personal information. So if you ever see MetaMask asking you for personal information, that is a red flag, and it's probably not the real MetaMask. It's probably a scammer or a hacker trying to get your information. They will never collect your full IP address. They're not collecting information on you. The point of this is not to track you, and in fact, quite the opposite. And they will never sell your data for profit ever. This is part of their own value system. And again, this is part of the ethics that you see in cryptocurrency and blockchain that just doesn't exist in the normal centralized world. So let's agree to this. And what we'll need to do is set a password. And then let's go ahead and create. So now we get to a really important phase of this, where you need to have a secret backup phrase. This secret backup phrase you can think of like the keys to your kingdom. If anyone has this backup phrase, they can access your entire wallet. What you want to do is store this offline, either in a handwritten physical note, or you could store this in a document that you only save on a thumb drive. You do not want to store this anywhere on your computer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to reveal these words here. This is not a real wallet of mine, so I'm just going to show you the whole process. I'm going to go ahead and paste these terms in here in order, and I'm actually just going to space them out because that's easier for me to know which ones are which. So what I do is I normally save my backup key on a thumb drive, remove the thumb drive, and put it somewhere secure. I also use multiple thumb drives. That way, if one gets wet or somehow compromised, I'm not completely screwed over here. I can get access to my secret backup phrase again. You can also download the phrase in a password encrypted file here. Just remember that you need to make sure that no one else gains access to these words. So now I have to prove that I stored these, or else it won't let me set up the wallet. And here I have them, so I'll go ahead. Cool, so now my passwords as I entered them match what I have here on my little notepad document, and I'm gonna confirm. And it'll say, congratulations, you've now set up your MetaMask. And I'll say all done. And so now I have MetaMask all set up. And you'll wanna make sure if you're not seeing the little fox in the top right of your screen, you'll wanna click up here on the puzzle piece and make sure you pin that extension there. And it's the same process on Google Chrome. So now my MetaMask is right up here and I have access to my wallet. And all I need to do to access it is type in my normal password that I selected at the beginning, and boom, I'm in. And I have myself here a brand new Ethereum account. It's called account 1. And what you see here is that this is actually my account address. So if I click on it, I've actually copied it. Now, if I want to see my address, I can actually go to something called EtherScan. And what EtherScan is, it's actually a website where I can publicly view everything that happens on the Ethereum blockchain. It's kind of like the Google for Ethereum's blockchain. And if I take my address and I actually paste it in here and I search it, what I'll find is that I have this brand new address with nothing in it and no value and no transaction history. But as you can see here, I've now created a wallet for MetaMask, and I've created an address, and this address is now publicly visible on the blockchain. Now, here's where things start to get fun, because you'll need to somehow get Ethereum into this address. Now, you could either buy Ethereum right through MetaMask through a few different payment options, or you could directly deposit some Ethereum from an exchange. Now, this second option is going to be the more popular one. And this goes back to signing up for Kraken, Gemini, or Coinbase, where essentially your identity is tied to those accounts, and that's where you're gonna buy your Ethereum. So then you buy your Ethereum there, and you want to withdraw your Ethereum. And when they ask you where you're gonna withdraw it, you copy this MetaMask address and paste it in. And you send Ethereum to this address. So once you have Ethereum in this address, now you're in the big bad world of altcoins. And you can start looking at and purchasing your very own altcoins right through this MetaMask wallet. So now that you have a wallet set up, you're going to need to know how to find altcoins. And you'll be hearing about altcoins all the time. Different tickers and symbols and numbers and letters, and it's going to be a little bit overwhelming at first. But if you have CoinGecko and you know how to use CoinGecko, then you're gonna be in good shape. So the site that I recommend that you look up information on tokens for is CoinGecko.com. And again, I'll link that in the description of this video. CoinGecko allows for you to search up any coin and get information on it. As you can see here, the top coin is Bitcoin. The reason why it's the top coin is because of something called a market cap. Now, market cap, which is this thing on the right here, refers to the total value of the entirety of that coin. Now, what do we mean by that? Now, if we click into Bitcoin, I can explain exactly how we get to the total value. If we want to know for Bitcoin what the total value is, we look at the current price, which is $27,000. Absolutely incredible that it's that high. And then we look at the circulating supply. So there's two different numbers here under circulating supply. There is the first number, then a slash, then the second number. Now, we all calculate based on circulating supply because in the case of Bitcoin, this big number here, 21 million, refers to all the Bitcoin that will ever be created in the future. Yet those haven't actually been put out into the world yet. Currently, there's only 18.5 million Bitcoin, and we're going to spend many, many, many years before we actually reach 21 million. So if we want to know how big Bitcoin is today, we need to look at the circulating supply, which is this number on the left, and we multiply it by the price. It's the amount of coins in the world times the price gets you your market cap. So 18.5 million times 27,000 equals 503 billion, of course, with some left over. You can also see some interesting information like how much money is being traded each day on this asset. Currently, there's $57.2 billion of trading activity across the whole world on Bitcoin today. So you can see how liquid, how much volume is going through this asset. And all of these factors are things that you can look up about any coin on CoinGecko. So here on page 1 of CoinGecko, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see, they're going to have the top 100 coins. And these are ranked, as we said, by market cap. Now, market cap is how we measure coins, how big they are. Because as you'll find out, price doesn't really matter. Price is like a slice of the pie, but people sometimes slice up the pie into different segments. Now, a good example of understanding market cap and price is to look at Cardano. We have Cardano here at 16 cents. Now, Cardano's at 16 cents, but that's because there are so many coins. The whole market cap of Cardano is worth over $5 billion. And that's why at 16 cents, Cardano is still bigger than something like Bitcoin SV, which is $171. And the reason is that Bitcoin SV has 21 million slices of the pie, whereas Cardano has 45 billion slices of the pie. So because there's 45 billion slices here, or 45 billion coins, then this 16 cent price equates to a really big market cap, even though the actual price of each coin is smaller. What you'll come to learn is that the price of each coin is completely arbitrary. It's a choice. Some people want to have a lot of coins that are cheaper, and some people want to have only a few coins that are more expensive. It's honestly a psychological choice, and there's nothing that's necessarily better or worse. So while price matters, it really only matters when combined with token supply. All of that is communicated by the market cap. And so when I look at coins, I look at the market cap to understand how big the coin is. So as you can see, Bitcoin is the biggest because it has the biggest market cap. Then we get Ethereum with an $80 billion market cap, still huge, but nothing compared to Bitcoin's $503 billion. And as we go down the list of the top 100, you'll start to notice that on this right column, it's going down in order, and it quickly drops off to the hundreds of millions and then the tens of millions. If we click to, say, page 3 of CoinGecko, you'll realize that you get coins down here at the 39 million. We call these small caps, meaning that the market cap is smaller than the other coins. Oftentimes, small caps or low caps are where the best opportunities in the market are, kind of like penny stocks. Because they are much smaller, it takes less money to move them up in price. So for example, if we get a $38 million coin that goes to $100 million, that's a change of about $60 million. That percentage change would be almost 300% because this had to almost 3x in price to get to $100 million. Whereas if we have a coin that's worth $100 million and it goes to $160 million, that's only 60% growth. So the coin has grown by the same amount of money, yet your percentage gains are way better in the lower cap coins. For that reason, I focus a lot on this channel on what we call low cap coins, or as we like to refer to them, gems, low cap gems, because these gems, as you go deeper and deeper into the market caps, can start being truly transformative to your portfolio. For example, this project Easy is now worth $4.51 with a market cap of 6.7 million. Well, we actually started talking about Easy on this channel around $1, and then it had this crazy move up to $10. So if you had $1,000 in Easy, it would have been worth $10,000 just because of that move, or about there, right? Depending on where you actually bought in. Thing about these low cap coins is they can come down just as fast as they go up. So they're very volatile. So if you make money, you have to learn how to protect your investments and take your initial capital out. But you might be wondering, Elliot trades, how do you find something like Easy? It's not on Coinbase, it's not on Kraken. Well, thankfully, you now have a MetaMask and you can participate in this decentralized world of altcoins that truly have transformative potential for your portfolio. Any coin that you want to find, for example, Easy, once you click into it on CoinGecko, you can scroll down and you can see its price history here. You can see the last 24 hours, 7 days, 14 days, whatever you want to see as far as how long the price goes back. And you can see exactly what the price was at different times of the day, stretching all the way back as long as the coin has history. And then you want to click over to the Markets tab. The Markets tab is where you'll see everywhere that this coin is being traded. And when you click into the Markets tab, you'll see that they sort these exchanges by volume. So the exchange that has the most trading activity, for example, Binance has about $500,000 of daily trading activity for Easy. Binance is a centralized exchange, much like Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini, except it's not based in the United States. And it's also closed off to United States customers. Now, what you really need to learn is how to use Uniswap. Now, what most people look for is the Uniswap market, which is usually in the top few exchanges. Now, Uniswap is the totally decentralized decentralized way that you can buy coins. And so if I click this easy/ETH market, that would mean that I'm clicking into the easy/Ethereum market. And what it's going to tell me as I load into this page is, hey, look, anyone can create a token on Ethereum with any name, including fake versions of existing tokens that claim to represent the projects. This is a big disclaimer saying, hey, we don't know if this coin is the real Easy that you're looking to buy. And oftentimes there are scams where people make fake versions of coins. But when you come through CoinGecko, they make sure they find the authentic coin. So when you click in through CoinGecko, you know you're getting the right place. So you have to say, I understand the risks, and continue. Now, if you're new to this, you'll have to connect a wallet. And in this case, we've done MetaMask. So we're going to go ahead and have to say next and connect. And now we've connected our MetaMask, our little fox up here, to this Uniswap app. And if you've sent some Ethereum here, what you can now do is buy this Easy token. But it'll say that, hey, if I did have one ETH, it's going to give me this many Easy. And I can actually just swap it right here. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is that Ethereum, especially for coins that are in demand, is going to require a lot of gas fees. This is where you can actually spend a lot of money just on fees to use the network. But if you're getting access to coins that could go up dramatically in value, those $10, $20, sometimes $30 fees to make transactions can be completely worth it. If you're going to take, say, $1,000 and multiply it into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, well, those fees become completely worth it. What you'll need to do is you'll need to set your transaction settings so that you have high, what's called slippage tolerance. Now, this is going to mean that as the market moves around while you put your transaction through, even if the price moves on you, your transaction will still get through. Now, this is really high, but I tend to put my transaction tolerance up to 10%. And that's because I don't want my transaction to fail, or you could lose money just by trying to put a transaction through. And so I put it to 10%, and it says your transaction might be front run. But in the end, if you're getting access to really, really valuable coins, this stuff is all going to get lost in the rounding. Again, if you're trading really small amounts, under $100, then you might not want to be doing this. But if you're trading for slightly bigger amounts, $1,000 maybe or more, then this 10% and the high gas fees are totally worth it. So I toggle on expert mode, and I also like to toggle on dark mode to save my eyes. And I put my transactions tolerance to 10%. I put my transaction deadline to 20 minutes. And I toggle on expert mode here, which allows for a few different customizations. Now, when I put my transaction through here, I always select the fastest amount of gas. And that's because trading on Uniswap can be highly competitive. And if you don't essentially put your money into making sure your transaction gets prioritized, you might get front run and your transaction might just sit there and not get processed. Getting your transactions in on Uniswap is highly competitive. Now, for a lot of new and trending coins, like for example, we have MahaDAO here. MahaDAO just launched and they were a pretty hot topic last week. Again, I'm not saying for you to buy this. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if we click into the markets tab here, you'll see that there are a few exchanges here, but when we look, there's really only $11,000 worth of volume in a total day on Gate.io, and the other ones are even less than that, and they're completely unverified, right? They don't have a trust score here like who.com. If you want to get in and actually buy a token from a seller, you're going to need to go where there's actually trading volume. And for that reason, Uniswap here is really the only place where you can get a token like Maha. So if you want to get into these sort of newer, cooler coins before they get onto huge exchanges and get bigger, then you're going to need to learn to use Uniswap, or else you're going to always be waiting till the coin grows and grows and grows, and you won't be able to get those early entries. So there you have it. How to buy crypto from beginner to advanced. We taught you how to buy your first Bitcoin on Cash App, Kraken, Gemini, or even Coinbase, though I don't recommend Coinbase because their customer service is pretty bad. You can also buy Ethereum exactly on those exchanges, not on Cash App, but on the other ones. Once you have Ethereum, you can actually send that Ethereum off the exchange to your MetaMask. And from that MetaMask, you can go to CoinGecko, find cool coins, find their markets on Uniswap, and start trading them right from your MetaMask account. Now, the truth is you can even find coins before they get listed on CoinGecko, but that requires you actually having their contract address and learning to find them on Uniswap via their contract address, and that's a little bit more advanced. Though, if you do want to learn about that, please leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll make a follow-up video showing you how the most advanced users find coins even before they're listed on CoinGecko. Oftentimes, this is within the first few hours that the coin even exists. And to be finding coins like that, you need to be in some deep Telegram groups, really on the base layer of this crypto research network. And so you're probably a pretty advanced user if you're finding those coins before they even launch. Regardless, I hope this video provided some easy to follow steps on how you can go from zero to hero here, buying your first Bitcoin, buying your first Ethereum, and then moving on to finding exotic new low market cap altcoins. If this video gave you some value, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, remember that each and every comment below this video is entered to win your very own hardware wallet. A hardware wallet is where you can safely and securely store your cryptocurrency offline in a way that nobody can hack or steal it from across the internet. Of course, one of the things I love to do on this channel is cover the newest and hottest undervalued low cap gem altcoins. And in order for you to participate in those, you need to first understand how to find them and how to buy them, how to set up your MetaMask and all that stuff. So this episode is really geared at you, the newbie, who maybe wants to get involved with my content on a deeper level. I've seen so many comments in the comment section lately that people don't know how to find and trade these altcoins that I thought I would make this explainer on how to buy crypto and move through the ranks here from beginner to advanced user, where you're actually out here in the deep end of the pool, the wild, wild west, where there are scammers, hackers, and of course, some of the best opportunities of a lifetime. With that said, if you guys are looking to hear about the newest and best opportunities in the space, I encourage you to subscribe and put that bell notification on. Set it to all. That way, whenever I put out content, you'll get a push notification. So you'll be one of the first people in the world to know which coins I think are going to be successful. And to be honest, the last few months have been all too generous. We've seen many coins do 500%, 600%, 700% gains and more. So if you want to learn how to join in on some of the more advanced ways to grow your portfolio in cryptocurrency, I hope you guys subscribe and join the Elliot Trades community. If you guys want to follow me on Telegram or Twitter, the links for both of those are in the description, and I look forward to seeing you over there. We have some great communities over there. My name's Elliot Trades. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.